Can't hear you.
Pause. You can hear me?
Now we good.
Hard pause. You hear me now?
Yep.
All right. Yo, yeah, my shit be bugging. Sometimes it be a little stutter step. And I used to hit that. I used to double click that button a little bit. That would kind of.
Now we'll get it together. The more we do it, we'll get this shit together. We learning as we go.
Listen, ladies and gentlemen, ladies, if you're rolling into this podcast from whatever platform you're rolling into, it's Julian Black here with my brother, Quarter Water TV. We got a couple of brothers that are coming into the podcast that might show up. I got I Am Chase TV and then Russ. Big Russ will roll in whenever he rolls in too. But you know, we just right now we're gonna sit here and let it cook. The music you're hearing in the background is my cousin Fatty. Mark Matthew. He graduated to Mark Matthew, so you can find his link in the description and go to his Spotify. We're also gonna play our other cousin, Sean. We'll be playing him a little something too. But yay! Welcome to the podcast. Welcome to the situation. I'm happy that each of you motherfuckers rolled in. Appreciate each and every individual. If you haven't already hit that follow button or that subscription button, make sure you're knocking that out. Oh, what's up, Jesse Jess? Miss Heffler. Yo, Miss Heffler is one of the homies from she's like the brother I wanted to introduce you to, Slump Zero. I just been having trouble getting y'all guys coordinated to meet up, but if we get one during the week, we can rock. Miss Jesse's together. Yeah, Miss Jesse's one of my homies that I met through Slump. Pleasure to meet her. She's awesome. But hold on, let me turn this music down a little. Shine. Yeah, I learned not to keep clicking because every time you was turning them on, I kept turning them bitches off.
Because I know sometimes you don't be looking at that shit. I always be looking at it.
Yeah, I could switch it to because I switched up my monitors. I switched my monitors up, so I got my monitors different. My main big monitor in front of me is showing the comments, and then the monitor to the left is whatever we're gonna play on a secondary situation.
I got you.
Yeah, man. But I also got two other ones. The music is
got
up.
Shit all over the place. I'm already gone.
But yo, much love. You wish y'all had my time. She's actually a phenomenal vocalist. She's a good singer.
Everybody got some kind of talent.
She is a phenomenal singer. Like really good. She might not recognize it, but I do. Yeah, she definitely got that gift of the gift of the vocals. Yeah, I'm not even seeing any of them shits. I'm not see. Okay, there we go. Hey.
Pull up these notes and shit. See what I got up here. You got anything you want to talk about first?
We could roll what you got, and then I'll probably spin off of that shit. Hopefully these cats come in soon.
I'm sure they'll get in here sometime. But you seen that shit about your boys getting demonetized?
Which ones?
Fresh and Fit.
Oh man, I knew that was coming.
But did you see? You probably should pull up the clip where it's like the last video they posted where they talk about is the channel done?
Mm-hmm.
Myron up there crying and shit.
See, but you know, them demonetizing these cats. Myron left. Like, I mean, he invested money in real estate. What's the agenda for today's stream? We rolling into it, Miss Jess. We can actually ask it like the Hard Pause podcast. Like I was called the Hard Pause guy because I say a lot of such shit to my homies. So so like her boyfriend actually was like, yo, because in their Discord, one of my accounts is the Hard Pause guy. He's like, you should do a Hard Pause podcast. I was like, Hard Pause, we're gonna do that shit. Hard Pause. We're gonna do the Hard Pause. All right, like Fresh and Fit.
Yeah, but I'm gonna show you the issue I'm having. Like, you know what I'm saying? Myron, you crying and shit, but just last year you was trying to get people channel took from them too.
That shit he did with Alpha and Preach.
Alpha and Preach, Playback, you know, the Agent Zero and what's that?
Oh, he went after them too?
He went after he went after Playback, he went after Alpha and Preach. Did he get MTR? He might have got MTR. He got Poor Man's Podcast. You know who that is?
Poor Man's Podcast. I gotta see something.
Yeah, they got him. It wasn't just Abba and Preach. It was mad people. Like, it was mad people he tried to get. You know what I'm saying? So that's the crazy part with it. It wasn't just them. Like, it was a bunch of people. So now the shit turns on you, and now you know what I'm saying?
He won't cry.
I just feel like he was pushing the line. They was pushing the line too much.
Yeah, and anytime like there's people that I don't agree with, I would never. Oh, let's pause this. It's about to play loud. Okay, I'm shutting this window down. I ain't fresh. Yeah, that shit was about to play loud as fuck. But yeah, I could see if them cats is crying over why this might be the end of Fresh and Fit. Oh, they actually did a whole broadcast about it because they know they shit's getting shut.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, you know, Steve Knight, he got one of his main channels demonetized.
But why? Did they tell him why?
They didn't really give him a good reason. He shared the emails and everything. He don't use people's pronouns too, so that could be one.
Damn, you can't, like, what? Like, y'all, what the fuck? Like, what?
Not
That's
using
why I
niggas
be
pronouns.
trying to stay away from that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause nigga, I don't know. You can't cancel nobody because they don't know. Like, we don't know. This shit is brand new. Like, this shit ain't been out for a long time. That shit is new. How are we supposed to know all this crazy shit?
Yeah, and also it changes a lot. Like the etiquette and how you deal with the circumstance, it changes all the fucking time.
Right. And
There's
you
not
canceling niggas for shit they learned in school. The fuck?
Yo, and I'm bad. Yo, I got friends that I actually care about, and I fuck their pronouns up, and they want to go.
We human and shit is new. What the fuck? Like, I don't like. We know the shit is new. Yeah. We just learning the shit. We don't know everything. Like, people are allowed to make mistakes. God damn. Now, I can understand. Maybe they saying they might take your shit if you keep doing it, and it looks like you just disregarding shit. Like, yeah, like maybe that's the reason. You know
like the Budweiser cat, the cat that got the Budweiser deal that caused that whole thing. You can't even really mention their name on YouTube, or it gets your shit demonetized.
I'm glad I don't know nothing about that shit. All I know is like the synopsis, like the outline of the story. I don't know nobody's names in that shit. I'm kind of cool on that.
Yo,
You know what I'm saying?
All right, we could roll in. I don't know if they've been demonetized since they've been demonetized, or they're not following the rules. I don't know. But this is the one they have up here. I'm gonna click into the hoe.
And we are live. What's up, guys? Welcome to the Fresh Fit Podcast, man. We got a very important announcement for you guys. Let's get into the show. Let's go.
You said pause it?
Skip all this shit. The intro.
Oh, wrong.
Scarface anthem and all this dumb shit. Yo, man, you can't talk all this alpha male shit and be crying because you lose your job, nigga. Fuck all that.
But the thing about it is, all his money's not tied into.
Yeah, but we black. We don't cry over money. Like, what? Nigga, we been broke. We come from that. Like what? We don't like what? You might be like, damn, this shit crazy, but nigga, you gotta get that shit together, nigga. You don't got, he ain't even got no kids. He crying for himself.
Well, you know, he's tight with his money. He's that.
Yeah, but you crying for yourself, nigga. You ain't even got nobody to take care of, just you. Like what? Like, come on, man. Come on. Come on, man.
That's one of the things. Like when he was beefing with Preaching Abba, he went on Tim Pool, and he was saying like, and Tim Pool checked Myron on some of his
ideology,
bitch-made tendencies.
Oh yeah, definitely act like a woman.
Yeah,
definitely. Like that's why I'm saying you can't teach nobody to be a man, and you soft. You soft because real niggas like I agree with some of the shit Myron be saying, but then I see the bitch assness in them too. Like you know what I'm saying? I see it in them. Like I see why you be arguing with women and shit like that. Real nigga ain't arguing with no woman like that.
That's what I told one of my homegirls. Like we were talking about the circumstance, and I told her, I was like, listen, it's my job to make sure my past doesn't disrespect you. It's your job to make sure your past doesn't disrespect me. I should never have to argue with you about a chick that I used to fuck that I don't talk to no more.
Right.
I won't do that. I refuse to argue about that. And if you start an argument about a bitch from the past, that's your argument. That's all on you.
Man, Myron's even worse than that. Myron be arguing with women he's not even sleeping with.
True.
That's a no-no in a man's world. Like that's why I'm saying you can't give advice to men when you arguing with women, because real men don't. We don't sit around arguing. We don't even like sitting around a bunch of chicks talking and shit. And like men don't sit around a bunch of women talking. You learn that from when you were a kid. Your aunts talking around your moms. Get out of here. Yeah. Fat, am I lying though?
You're not lying.
Your moms and them, you sit with your mom talking and shit, your aunts and shit. You come around, you a little kid, they tell you they'll run you right up out of there.
Get out grown folks conversation.
Yeah, or even sitting around a bunch of women too, like.
And that's one of the things I give to my like with the structure of my ex-wife's family. If you went to family events, the men were in the area, the women were in the area, and then the kids ran in throughout the whole area, and then they had the elderly in a certain other area. And I didn't know, because like in their culture, to stand above with your head above an elderly person is disrespectful. I didn't know. So I walk in the living room, I'm standing above the 102-year-old mama, and everyone like la, 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 start bugging, and I was like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with y'all niggas? And then they come over and they're like, no, you can't stand over her. I said, well, someone should have just walked over to me and just said that, not yell.
It's obvious you don't know. We don't grow up the same. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But I understood, and I was like,
culture.
Okay.
It's the culture.
Yeah, and it was the old lady. She loved me to death, though. She was always. I never understood nothing she was saying, but the family could. And she would call me like Liam, like shiny, and said I look like an actor.
That's funny. Shiny.
God bless her soul, man. God, you know.
She passed.
Oh, she passed. She was. This was when this was going down. I was in my 20s, and I was married to May.
Oh, you were still married to her.
Yeah. So God bless Grandma's heart. And that family, I'm cool with them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm tight with that family, so
yeah. So okay, let's get into this Myron shit.
All right, let's go. We're gonna move into here and bam.
Yeah. Right now we're live streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Rumble. And guys, I mean,
is this the end, bro? Because we got some bad news, man. I mean, when I heard that, I was shocked, because I mean, we love YouTube, man.
Yeah.
We love streaming.
Yeah.
And at this point, I feel like our whole lives are revolved around streaming and like adding value to people online. It's just like it won't be the same, bro.
Yo, just to pause for a second. Mm-hmm. Just because they're demonetized on YouTube, they have a large enough platform where they could keep streaming on this shit. As long as they don't keep doing shit that makes YouTube rip them down and don't let them produce content. They already got Rumble. They got these other spots. And Rumble, they're monetized on Rumble too.
Mm-hmm. But see, this the thing. Most of their money coming from YouTube, and this I was about to say this too. This video shows that the sole basis you can't take nothing they say for nothing because they doing it for money.
I mean, yeah,
you can't say you want to help motherfuckers. You can still help and don't get paid for it, nigga. Stop fronting.
But it ain't no fun doing work and not getting paid for it. So
yeah, but you got a big enough. They can sell merch and make money. They got a big enough platform. True. They can figure out a way to make. That's what I'm saying. They act. He crying. That ain't what we don't do. Shit like that. You don't get fired from your job and cry, nigga. I could. You know why I give a nigga leeway to cry if he get fired from his job. If he got little kids to take care, he got a family. This nigga ain't got none of that. He crying for himself.
At least we don't know if he got none of that. He might have some shit that
he said he don't got no kids.
Oh damn. Yeah.
He don't got no wife. He said he says this. He's just dating. He don't got no family outside his mom's and his pops. Like, so he crying for himself. Like that's all I seen when I seen this. I said he crying for himself. Like this shit crazy. I can understand if you had kids to feed and you like, damn, I'm gonna support my family. Like, this nigga just crying. You could get another job, nigga. The fuck?
He could.
Yeah, what you crying for? Like what? You crying because you can't have the same lifestyle you had. You got to start changing shit.
You got this apartment over in Florida that they what do they do? They reset it up to be a
studio. That's the apartment they in right there, right?
Yeah. A podcast studio. And I thought about that too. I thought about that too. I was gonna do it in the office next door. Because I'm right now, like where I'm streaming out of now, I'm in my bedroom. I got a whole ass office next door. So I was thinking about setting up a streaming studio there.
Why not?
I can. I just gotta move all this shit.
Yeah, it's just about moving the shit, yeah. But the crazy shit you move it, it's probably be better if you move it because then you can set it up how you really, really want it to be. Like,
well, I set this up how I really would want this shit. I'm gonna show you later how this shit graduated to what it is now. I'm not even using my hold up. I'm not even using my stream lights like a dumbass. I'm sitting up in here in this romantic lighting, getting all romantical with myself. I should have turned the lighting on. Shit. But hold up, I'm gonna play some more of this Fresh and Fit joint. I'm gonna hit the play now.
Yeah.
What we heard
in 2020, guys, as you guys know, I was working for the government, right? I was a special agent of Homeland Security. He worked for Wix, we'll just call it.
Yeah.
Right.
Wix.com, yeah.
And he was a tech support. I was arresting bad guys, etc. We started this podcast. We did our first episode on October 26th, 2020. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And Chris was there. The apartment was all empty and shit. And and we had our first podcast. If you guys go back and watch it, like the thing was all zooming in and out and everything else like that, and it was all messed up.
It's like we're at a house club.
Yeah.
In and out.
Yeah. It was literally, but we got it figured out. We got the lighting fixed, and we continued to improve. Fresh landed some really good guests early on, and continues to get us a great guest. And
we made hours of content in the streets, TikTok, Patreon.
Yeah.
Many nights.
See, Patreon's a good hard hitter.
Chris was there too.
Yeah, working jobs.
You still got that too.
And then I'll never forget an email November 14th. Internal Affairs. Hey, we need you to come in for an interview. And I'm like, oh my God, here we go. Right. And I'm working at the government, sitting at my desk, writing up a report, and I see this email. Yeah. And this is 2020 November. And I I go, I let my supervisor know, hey, I gotta go up to,
See, a heads up on him too. He was a criminal investigator for Immigration Customs Enforcement investigations. Mm-hmm. So his job was to investigate crimes and go undercover.
Yeah, I don't think his face was supposed to be on camera.
It wasn't, and the problem is that the big wigs got wind that he was famous.
Yeah.
Internal Affairs office, right? Because it's not at the same building as us. And I go over there and they take my phone, and I'm like, what the hell? Like, what's going on here? And then and then they're like, they didn't want to tell me, but they're like, hey, we're part of an internal investigation. Next day, I meet
could
up
use
with
that. I'll
the
hire you,
special agent in
Jess.
charge, and they tell me, hey, it has to do with your YouTube. And right there, it clicked. I was
Mr.
like,
Wolfie, welcome.
Okay. They probably think that I'm recording videos on my phone.
Welcome.
Like,
hard
pause. It was a
pause.
fucking like iPhone 6 or 7. It was a piece of shit. And what ended up happening is I had to make a really tough decision that month. I remember going back and forth, trying to negotiate, trying to figure out what we're going to do. And, they're like, no, like, you have to pick one. You have to either, you're going to be a YouTuber or you can be a special agent of Homeland, but you're not going to do both.
You can't.
And I had to make that.
Yeah.
Remember, you were there.
Yeah.
Well, we got people working for us now. There's people that depend on us. You had to pretty much quit your gig. So I was like, all right, I'm going to resign. And I walked in December 5th, turned in all my stuff. And I walked away from the U.S. government. It was a good, six-figure job. It was stable. It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. You guys know on my Fed Reacts, you guys see how I talk when I'm talking on that channel.
In his defense, his Fed Reacts, he did retain a lot of knowledge of criminal law and investigative law. I'm here for you. Yo, much love, Mr. King Wolfie 45. Thank you for hanging out with your boy. Jesse, I thank you for coming in too, hollering at us, and then anybody else coming in from any other platform. If you chit chat, we can see which platform you're coming from. So feel free to give us a shout and say hello, because we'll know where you're coming from. If you're coming from Quarter Water TV or any of the Julian Black platforms, on this particular broadcast, we're coming off on Facebook, Twitch, and I'm actually doing for the first time Twitter.
Oh, you do live on Twitter too?
Yeah, I'm doing X, if you will.
They call it X now.
Yeah. But yeah, we're watching the Fresh and Fit podcast. What do you call it? The podcast where they're letting people know that they've been demonetized on YouTube officially. They should have known it was going to happen. They were saying wild shit that they knew YouTube didn't.
And it wasn't the girl shit neither. It wasn't the girl, them bringing the girls up there. It was the other shit they were saying.
Yeah. And then here's what they didn't understand. YouTube is petty. They will let people screen record your shit from another platform that has nothing to do with them and hold it against you. They can't.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And they've done it. Yeah, it's weird, man. And that's why I said I try to keep it like I'm following your lead. Try to keep it humane, straightforward.
You got to from the beginning too, because motherfuckers will dig up some old shit. You know what I'm saying? You gotta keep it, universal from the beginning. Use that word universal to cover all boards. Like, you know what I'm saying? Watch what you think before you speak and shit. And don't start feeling yourself after you get a follower. Because that's what be happening to niggas too. They start reading the comments that you got to follow, and you feel like them people will never leave you, but they will. And people will leave you.
People are petty.
Yeah.
They will leave you for shit you wouldn't even expect.
Right.
You could be the most loyal content creator putting out shit. They will leave your ass. They will.
This is the way life is.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And I tell you guys that story to tell you that I haven't felt like that since today. And it sucks, guys. It really does suck. Fortunately, we made some moves, etc. And we kind of knew that the type of content that we make, for us to be able to give you this content, we have to.
It comes at a cost.
It comes at a cost, dude.
And it won't be here forever.
Yeah. And Fresh always said this, enjoy us while you can.
Yeah. They thought we was capping, man.
Yeah,
they thought it was a joke.
And you know, we made moves on the side knowing that this could potentially happen. And guys, we the channel has been kicked off the YouTube partner program. Just keep it straight with
If you look right now, you can't even super chat or
you can't even super chat right now.
Yep.
So this is the beginning of the end of this era.
Hold up, pause it real quick.
So
yeah. So you
wait, hold up. So that's a little deeper than just demonetized, right? They lost the whole partnership, right?
Well, that's what YouTube does. They will take you off the partner program. They've done it to, and here's the thing: these dudes are big enough to still survive it.
Yeah.
They've done it to other people whom have gotten offered millions to go stream on other platforms, and they're still doing YouTube because they have their own standalone shit. There's other people that
what's that, Patreon and all that other
they do
shit like everybody else.
But here's the deal: once you piss them off, right, they'll take their Patreon away. They'll take a bunch of shit
Why,
away.
YouTube owns Patreon too?
No. I think Google or someone owns Patreon.
Same shit. Google's the same shit. Yes.
Yeah, you're right.
The same shit. Yeah. YouTube, Google.
Off, they'll take your shit.
That's why I be saying YouTube is the best platform to be on, but you gotta be careful with it too, because if you ruin this platform, it's the hardest one to survive the blow though too.
Especially if you big.
Yeah.
If you big.
Yeah.
And they were big. They are big still. So them taking them off the partner program, they still could stream on this spot, which most other people do, but they may start taking them down from other things.
And the tricky part with that is too, even though they can probably still stream, just because you know the eyes on you, they gonna start getting extra petty now. So you gotta super watch what you saying now, like. So I get why they probably panicking too, because it's like now you got the microscope on you.
Solid money, man. Solid money coming in. Solid money that they're paying their staff with.
You gotta be more respectful of it though.
And people, and the thing about it is when you have a bigger platform, you have families that depend on the money you're bringing in. So when they come after you because they don't like you, they're not only taking money from you, they're taking it from families. They're taking it from people providing for their children. They're taking it from people providing for their wives. And most motherfuckers don't know that. They don't understand that.
If you selling drugs, right, and everybody around you start getting indicted by the feds, and you still keep selling drugs, and you go to jail, who fault is it? Everybody around them started losing their platforms.
Yeah.
Like 1 + 1 = 2. You gotta tighten up. Like, all right, cool. We see everybody. We can't talk about this. We gonna keep it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna keep. I make a Patreon and keep my private shit for my private thoughts for like a membership sign. That type of shit. That's what they should have did. Like, you know what I'm saying?
And I'm sure they probably already started. You see, even at their table, they got the rumble.com.
They been had that, but Rumble is failing.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, that shit ain't making no noise. You notice everybody that go to Rumble disappear. You don't see them no more. Where's Sneeko at?
Still on Rumble.
But nigga, we don't see these niggas. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they go over there and you don't see them no more. Like, listen, man, this one thing I'm gonna tell you this, right? You can't compete with Google, which is YouTube and all that other shit under it. True. Facebook, which is Facebook and with Instagram, all that shit is the same shit. You know what I'm saying? You can't. Once you get blocked, you start getting jammed up with them two shits. You're kind of done. You can have a small little audience, and you can make your money there. You keep it small, but you'll never be how you was. Like, this might be the beginning. They probably. I ain't gonna say it's over. They just gonna have to rebrand and come back with some different, more politically correct shit.
Oh, they definitely gonna have to rebrand. And here's what I told them too. Like even on YouTube, Marlon was wilding on Rumble. Like when he would roll over the Rumble, he would talk like crazy shit, but he didn't understand they're feeding that shit right back to YouTube. This is going to eventually come and smack you in the face anyway.
See, you know why? I'm gonna show you why that's fair though. When you said that to me and I thought about it, you know why it's fair? Because when you join a YouTube partnership, you sign a contract. So now you're under umbrella. You got sponsors and you're a partner. So now anywhere you go, you representing these sponsors too. So if you go tarnish your brand name anywhere else, they could drop you because you sign. I guarantee you that's somewhere in them contract. I bet you it's in it. I bet you.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I bet you it's
I
in
have
it.
to agree with that.
So it's like you, even though you're your own boss, you have partners now. That's why they call it a YouTube partnership. You got partners. They are financing certain shit. So when there's money involved now, they can take it from you. They ain't doing nothing that's unfair. This ain't like they taking your rights. It's a privilege. You signed a contract with them. You did something somewhere. You must have did something against their contract. Guaranteed.
Yeah. And that's one of the things I always looked at on these circumstances whenever we were rolling into these platforms. I watched people that were losing their platform. So then when you and I, because we've been talking about doing podcasts for a minute,
long time.
Yeah, for a minute. And you always like were forward thinking. You thought about the whole picture. It's like, okay, listen, there's a lot of things these companies don't like. And you even said, listen, let's just lean away from talking about some of these things.
Yeah, certain shit.
Certain shit we got to lean away from.
Yeah.
And he was like, but everything else, it's probably fair game until somebody get butthurt about it. But you never know.
But even if somebody get butthurt about certain shit, as long as it ain't them certain topics, we can survive it. It's certain shit you not gonna make the shit Myron be on. It ain't fresh because fresh is just really riding Myron coattail for it. To be honest with you, all the content, even though I'm not saying he don't do shit in the background, which he probably does, but the shit that we see is really all Myron.
And what we don't understand about them, I don't know if they took all of their shit off the monetization or just this main podcast. They have IRL podcasts where
I think they took all their shit.
Really?
Because it's attached to them.
Well, it's separate channels. Usually things were separate. But
I don't,
They may have hit them like that. I hope
most
not.
likely when they hit you, they hit all your shit. They don't just Nico had mad channels. When they hit you, you think about it. Everybody that you ever see get hit like that, they might could demonetize your channel, but the way they sound like they lost everything.
Everything.
Yeah, like so. Yeah. That's the way it sounded. Like, I don't know. I'm not sure, but that's the way it sounded. Like they might have just, like they might have told them they can't even start over again because you do know it's people like that. They can't even start a whole new channel or nothing.
Wow.
Just banned off the platform. Like, so I don't know if they demonetized off the platform or what. Like,
yo, we got Russ rolling up in this hut. Rolling up in hot, the bearded god. Let's roll into the bit. Roll into the hard pause. Yo, what's up, big dog?
Yo, fool. What's happening with y'all?
What's good? Same shit, different day. Chopping it up.
I already know the vibes.
Yeah, you see it. You see, Fresh and Fit got demonetized.
For what? This my
we
first
don't
time
really we don't really know like what's the specifics. This the video right here where they talking about it. Like we just started it probably like a couple minutes ago.
And let's get into it. Shit, I'm ready to find this out.
All right, we're gonna hit this up with a press play, and I'm gonna turn this music down a little bit. That was Sean Silver in the background, our cuz, and we're gonna play some more Fresh and Fit.
You literally can't, yeah, man. So it's so basically we're gonna figure out what's going on because we don't even really know all the details. We're working with YouTube to try to come to a middle ground and work together and figure this out. But for now,
we don't even know why.
We don't know the specific reason.
Misogyny. But we don't
misogyny.
Hey, YouTuber want to go at them. We're just saying, you know what? We wish we knew the reason why, but we respect, for them to use the platform and keeping us here for a while. And we appreciate it.
Yeah. But and the thing is that you guys know, right, on this pod, we push the edge, right? We push the envelope. We're not going to lie about that. Like we give you guys the real deal when it comes to getting in shape, when it comes to
money, girls,
dating, improving yourself, etc. And unfortunately, to be able to give people real advice that they can take in real life and apply to the real world, you have to have uncomfortable conversations about uncomfortable topics.
You're gonna be seeing real Patty with me. I'm a bald ass nigga, and this motherfucker was losing his hairline. That shit looked thick.
Yeah, he got that. He got that. He went and got that. What's her name?
Yo, he got a.
Now I'm gonna tell you what he got, bro. You could tell. Like Terrell on it. I'm about to go to India sooner to get the same shit.
Yo, he got that shit. That shit looks like crisp.
Yeah, it look good.
You know what I'm saying? Crisp.
He got the good. Whatever he did, he paid top dollar for his shit.
You know what I'm saying?
He paid more than Tory Lane. Tory Lane ain't really got no money.
Yeah. Tory Lane, his shit look like somebody lawn that got mowed, that got hit with the sun and shit.
Now check this out. It's this dude on TikTok I follow, and I follow him for this reason because I always been thinking about, like, ever since I grew my locks, mine was free form, and it kept pulling my line back, and I really did, mine was already on the cusp of being pushed back.
Oh shit!
So I'm like, man, I'm looking for a way to get my shit back, not to get at women, just for myself. You feel me? Mm-hmm. But this dude, he's 30 at the time. He was 37 years old. Never had a beard. He took $4,000 or $5,000. He went to India. Went to this place called My Hair Time Now or something like that. And they took hair from the back of his head and the side of his head, like they extracted it, and they implanted it in a beard. So now this dude been having a beard for like the last 8 months, and it completely changed his life. So I'm like, if it could do that with his beard, it could do that with my hairline, right? Yeah, and so then I start thinking, okay, now these dudes who was bald, like AKA Floyd Mayweather, this man was bald his whole career, and now he got a full head of hair. He got a beard. This man, like, he living his life, you know. So, so I'm about to go get that same thing, get that fresh and fit. You feel me?
You know what I'm saying? Myron shit look thick, man. I remember it being flimsy.
Yeah, it was just crazy. He caught it at the right time too. He wasn't all the way bald neither. Like, so he got it at the right time. So he good.
Yeah, you're right. And he wearing the fuck out that shit.
Right when they got demonetized, but he's good. I'm sure they got other things.
Niggas will be alright, man.
Yo,
this probably could fix this shit too. Probably.
This cat was heavily into financials, like real estate too.
Yeah.
So he's in the rental properties and all that. So
they could fix that shit.
Yes, sir.
Well, my thing is with them, they're big enough name to the point where they don't have to put out videos for views and whatnot. Somebody will pick them up as like another platform like Kick or Rumble might sign them to a deal, and then
they already monetized over there, but that ain't like YouTube.
Yeah, Rumble. As soon as you drop a video, you monetize if you can get the viewership.
Yeah, that
shit ain't like over.
It's still not YouTube though. Like that's why they so upset YouTube about it. Like, yeah, like all them other platforms fuck with you based because on the fact that you got a platform on YouTube for real.
All right, but we're gonna listen to what Brother Myron's talking about. Yo, I watched the video of him showing Sneeko gun etiquette, and all he did was teach Sneeko the shit that they teach us in the Federal Academy. Good and gun handle shit, like gun. What do you call it? Like fucking what's the word I'm looking for? The proper way to like actually see the gun in your hand.
I'm sure when they tell him why he got demonetized, it's probably gonna be a couple of things with Sneeko in there too.
Possibly so.
Sneeko was doing all kind of stupid shit.
Yeah, Sneeko
started arguing. He started arguing with this YouTube dude. I forgot this white dude's name, but he pulled the pistol out. The white dude, some nerd white dude. The white dude made a video with a fucking like an AR-15, like if Sneeko playing with that little ass gun, he had this big ass. That shit was big as fuck. I'm like,
yo,
everybody got guns, man. Just because you feel what I'm saying?
It's America up in this motherfucker.
Yeah, it's America. Yeah, that's people got guns. Like that shit ain't.
And you know what it is? It's part of our culture. It's part of our long-term culture.
It is American culture to have guns and shit.
You know what else?
The further you get in like the middle and the south, everybody got guns everywhere.
we don't talk about it, but you know, Switzerland's another culture that's full of guns, but Switzerland has a better mental health care system, so they don't have mass shootings like we have here in the States, because they actually take care of their people. They take care of their people. If the person has a problem with mental health, they can't even have access to the weapons that where they hurt people in Switzerland. So it's long, but yo, I'm gonna digress. That's until a little depressing type scenario. Let's just figure out what's going on with Fresh and Fit.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna hit that play button real quick.
Fix in uncomfortable times, guys. It's about to be an election year. You know what I mean? We're talking about certain points, and we brought up certain points that might not be politically correct, right? That might not necessarily align with
the conspiracy theory thing,
right?
man.
And we worked really hard to bring people on that have different viewpoints, right? Some of them very controversial, some of them that may or may not be politically correct. And that's unfortunately the risk that you take when you make the kind of content that we do.
Even other platforms, look at Rumble. They're taking a huge beating on the stock market.
Yeah.
I mean, they're up.
Despite having one of the best years for revenue and for views and everything.
But
so this comes at a cost.
They're giving a platform to people that aren't popular. Because on Rumble, they let you get away with a little more. Our dad even said that, listen, he knows people on Rumble that got shut down.
Yeah, and the thing with Rumble is you go over to even now, just the even stigma, even being over there is gonna fuck you up in the long run. Trust me.
True.
Trust me. All them racists that's over there, the people that's over there, you start getting linked with them people, like.
Yep. I mean, we'll see. I haven't even paid attention to Rumble that much. I got a Rumble channel, which I'll upload all these videos to. Except for the last one where I got hit up on Facebook with some bullshit, so I didn't put it up on no place else.
Yep.
And I know you guys want to be aspiring
RB
creators as well, and I respect that. But just know, at a certain level, it will cost you a price you got to pay. And I think me and Myron understand this, and we were saying, you know what?
Now you being a bitch.
Say again.
Now you acting like them girls. That's what I'm saying. Like y'all making all these. No, it ain't none of that. It ain't no conspiracy. Y'all was wilding, dogs. It's okay.
Yo,
you know, tied yourself to Sneeko. Y'all calling black niggas apes and monkeys and all that weird shit. You could have been got canceled, stupid nigga. They gave you mad chances. Like, what are we doing here? Like, just take some accountability and just say, yo, my bad. I was wilding. I was trying to push I apologize. That's it. Like, nigga, stop. Was no conspiracy. You niggas ain't doing. You niggas is a speck on the spectrum of any kind of niggas ain't thinking about you. The government is not thinking about no Fresh and Fit. Y'all put a bunch of bimbo bitches on your show every day. Y'all keep niggas hypnotized, nigga. That ain't. The government want niggas watching stupid shit like that.
Yo, I told Russ this shit before. There's a couple of times because I fall asleep listening to podcasts, and I rolled into one of their podcasts where they weren't keeping the handle on the cackling.
That's all it is cackling.
I will wake up angry and then just pause their shit, exit out.
Dog, I guarantee you like the people that's in the chat, it's a bunch most of them is probably incels or a bunch of incels or women that fat bitches and shit. Them type or women that's like the ones that's up there. That's they whole audience. Nigga, I can't. If you sit and try to watch that, man, I can't listen to them bitches cackling, man.
I can't either, man. Then I thought about it too. I was
they be like 19 years old. It's a baby, dog.
For real. And I thought about
it. Like I be like, ew.
Yo, even when I'm surrounded with women in my life that are my offspring or people I care about. They don't behave like these chicks do in these pods. They're way more logical. We have way more great conversations.
They're hand picking bimbos though. That's what I'm saying. Like it ain't like dog. It's like if you go out right and you hand pick the sluttiest chicks in the club, this is what you gonna get. Like a bunch of cackling.
True, but at the same time, you got to think about from a business perspective because I understand.
I do get it from get it from the business. I understand that's how they make their money. I get that whole shit.
But it come at a cost. It's like he said, it come at a cost because you know what you know the platform that you have, you know what you built, you know what it became. But now you know you have these women, right? It might be these women reporting this shit.
That too.
Because they don't like it may not have nothing to do with politics. It may not have nothing to do with what he's talking about in the gym or how he's trying to help like build masculine boys to become masculine men. It could be because these women like I don't like what you said on this episode and it's been on my mind for the last 8 months. Let me report this.
Yeah, that's where they get all their views from. That other shit, all that positive shit. They don't get no views for that shit. All their views come from when they got the chick. People really just like to see Myron. That's what I'm telling you. The incels in the chat, like most of them niggas that's in this chat's incel. So they sit there, they wait for them to just wait for a bitch to mess up, and they wait for him to kick her off. That's like the best part of the show. Myron flip, nigga. I can watch clips. And this is me. I got 2 kids. I can't be an incel, dog. and I could sit there and watch just Myron clips of Myron just kicking them chicks off because they be first of all they be rude. It's like they picking the worst pile of chicks in the world. That's what they be doing. These ain't like real women that's out here. These like the worst. He going from the bottom of the barrel picking the worst chicks.
I can even watch some of the shit with my daughters, and they'll be like, "Yo, where the fuck did they find these bitches?" My daughters, where these girls come from? They're not smart.
Just think about when you used to go to the club, right? Think about when they used to be in the club. If you go in the club and pick, like you go, say you just spend a whole night club hopping, and you pick the 5 less dressed chicks in the club. This is what you're gonna get. You get 20 of them. This is what you're gonna get. Like a bunch of cackling, a bunch of man, them chicks up there. I can't do it.
My favorite one was the one where it was a girl and they asked her, what if, you know what I'm saying, if a woman the man discovers that the child that he was raising wasn't his kid, and the girl said, well, that matters how mature he is. If he really loves her, he could get over it and still raise a kid that's not his. And then it was like, what? So you saying it's a male's maturity to be lied to and have a false child that's not his child?
The crazy shit, a normal chick though, this is what I'm saying. Them other chicks at the table agree with that. But a normal chick in the real world will be like, what the fuck is this broad talking about?
And my thing is too, here's what happened. There is circumstances where the dude does raise the kid to a point where he loves the kid.
Yeah,
and he still will continue to raise the kid, but that's not the circumstance. The mom lied.
Right.
She stole. And honestly, if she presented that shit as a legal document, that bitch should go to jail.
Right. That's fraud.
It's fraud. Yeah.
That shit is fraud. Yeah, play the rest of the shit. Let's get it to the shit.
Let's roll.
Do with this price and today's the day.
Yeah. And my thing is, guys, more than ever, real talk, more than ever. I know a lot of you guys send me messages, and trust me, I look at them. I really do look at them. And as a matter of fact, I save them too. So I sent some of them to Fresh today.
Yeah.
When you guys send me your DMs and say, yo, you saved my life. Yo, you send me a picture of your credit score. Yo, my girl is making sandwiches now, or whatever it is, right? That really means a lot to us, right? We've helped a lot of you guys from killing yourselves, from injuring yourself, from making a really bad decision or doing something that you can't necessarily take back. What I'm asking you guys is, just like we've saved you guys, we need you guys to save us. We need you guys to support us on Rumble, because that's the last bastion of free speech at this point.
Yeah.
Rumble.com/freshofit, guys. Like, you need to go on there right now.
Follow
Follow the channel. subscribe.
Myron, this is a
$5
big
month.
mistake.
Because
if
you guys want to,
they already been building Rumble for over a year.
That's what it's going to be, and we've worked really hard to like try to like
keep it. Gonna make YouTube
free
the
as
dirt
hard
on
as.
you.
Oh, say again.
This is gonna make YouTube throw the dirt on you.
Well, YouTube's gonna throw the dirt, but here's the deal: YouTube actually had to start giving money to people before they were met their monetization shit. So if you can do like, and Russ called this shit. I gotta give Russ the handle on it. Before the shit ever got big, Russ called the shit. He said, "Listen, YouTube's gonna start fucking monetizing shorts because it's just the way to do it." And he already figured out the algorithm for the other platforms. I'm not gonna say what they are, but he said that shit. He said it years ago.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you, because like, one, I'm a visionary, but two, I see, without even getting too deep into it, I seen something, and what I seen was all these apps were progressing, and see, everybody was trying to find their footing and their space in this lane, and some people got ahead sooner than they're supposed to, and it kind of fell back, and then others kind of just built over the course of time. And YouTube was one that stayed in this lane and never did anything different until one app bought another app and tried to buy another app to put them out of business. Not gonna say their name. Some Book of Face, you know, something like that, right?
I already know.
And then when they tried to purchase Snap, they start trying to build a monopoly. So when Snap did, they stayed in their own lane and continued to do what they did. And then was forced Instagram to do what? Take what Snap was doing as its own.
Yeah.
So when Instagram was doing that, they were just feeding off the I don't want to say bottom feeders, but they were feeding off of the smaller apps. Other apps were looking back saying, okay, I see what you're doing. We're gonna do this. So when TT became a thing, it was in a lane of its own, because people look at TT as an app where it's a social media app. It's not a social media app. It's exactly what YouTube is. It's a search engine, and the more you give opportunity for you to be searched, you will. So everything is based off of interaction, just like YouTube. You watch, you like, you dislike, you search.
Comment.
Hell, I even did this this theory around the same time. I told him this. I searched on TT for big, bitty goth women. All I did was watch 2 videos. I went back to my For You page. Every second post was that. Every second post. So when I seen that, I said something. YouTube is gonna have a hard time competing with this if they don't start coughing up funds. Because how are you gonna compete? How are you gonna compete with this long form content with a 7-second clip? And so that's exactly what they did. But I'm gonna tell you who pushed the envelope. It was Rumble. Because when Rumble came out and said we give y'all 95-5 split, well, y'all get 95, we getting 5. It forced YouTube to lower the qualifications for you to be monetized. All you need now is what, 3 million views in 30 days, in a certain amount of time. You need 500 followers. Before it was 1,000 this. You need a million.
Yeah, you said you need I think 500 subscribers.
Yeah.
With like either 4,000 watch time hours or like 10 million short time views or some shit like that. But it's still not full monetization. It's like you could do certain shit now. You could get like super chats. You could get like certain shit now. It's not like a full thing.
Because that's going toward more. It's actually a good thing if you could get super chats, because if you get super chats, then you can go live. You can more push your product instead of using their platform to push your product, right?
Yeah.
But if you get the full monetization, you got the short form content as I like to use the phrase tip. I don't know if y'all familiar with it, but tip stands for tease, interact, present. So you tease them with the shorts. They're interacting with the shorts. Guess what? They're going to be presented to your platform. What's on your platform? You got the long form, you got the short form. And if you optimize correctly, you can have that short have a link in it to lead you to a certain video where that was actually talked about. So the short could be from 4 years, the video could be from 4 years ago, but the short is from today. And that video from 4 years ago may not have had a lot of views, but this short have a lot of views. And if you're leading people to that video, now that video gonna blow up. Bam, now you off, right? But instead with this way, I could just push my shorts and go live. Push my shorts and go live. If I do an hour here, 30 minutes there, hell, I'm gonna make money off the views off the shorts. I'm gonna make money off the super chats. I might sell some product. You see what I'm saying? I might connect. Somebody might come sign. Now it's a different ball game. So I think what they're doing is they're really giving that to the people that want to focus on short form content creation instead of long form, because the long form is where the money is long term. But right now, if you want to make something that's the short form content is where it's at.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how it works. Yo, I don't think we're gonna finish out this whole one. I mean, how much more?
Just get into the part here about where he break down. It's coming though. I think
he breaks down.
Yeah, just get to. I think it's coming.
Like you guys know this. Like
we
don't sit here and pitch courses to y'all every month. We're not always, trying to take money from y'all. When you guys super chat, it's just it's you guys showing support to the show. It engages the show, and we for real. If we've impacted your life and we've saved it, we need you guys to save us now.
I gotta call a name too from the very beginning. Black Lemur. He saw the show, appreciated the show. He donated a big amount for cameras. I think most cameras are here named after him because he donated a lot of money for support and appreciation. And we don't ask for much, guys. We just ask for your support. And right now, it needs to be on Rumble. That's where we're going to be, and they have our back. At this point,
we don't know what can happen with YouTube.
Yeah, we don't know.
It's really out of our hands. And yeah, I mean, we're going to work with them, right? We're going to be diplomatic and, do what we got to do.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, for y'all to get the content that y'all want
from us,
the way that it needs to be said, we're going to have to do everything on Rumble. We'll still be posting on YouTube, right, to a degree. Right?
They definitely going to be
completely
free
as usual. Yeah. But guys, it's expensive to run this. I mean, I really hate to even have this conversation with y'all. We have a staff of like 20 people.
Being
100% transparent with y'all.
We make it look easy, guys, but we have people that work for us that legit have a need and depend on us.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't for
this people though?
They wouldn't eat. Neither their kids. So it's kind of like,
especially Mo. I'll say again.
Why they got 20 people?
Staff of 20 people.
Yeah. Why?
Well, what happens is I know Mo, this fat nigga right here. He not only eats the snacks that they provide, but he actually does he has a specific job. Him and the other cats.
Yeah, but 20 people though, dogs. Y'all tripping? I ain't gonna front. Am I bugging?
No, you're not bugging.
20 people is a lot, dog. Like what? Why?
Russ, you want to take this one?
Do you know why, Russ?
I'm still tripping out the I didn't even hear what y'all just talking about because this motherfucker Julian just said, you see the fat motherfucker who eat all the snacks?
Because I'm in the corner with this nigga, man. I like snacks. I'm with him, man.
I'm over here trying not to laugh at that, but I was just stuck on that part right there.
I'm trying to figure out why the fuck they got 20 employees. Why?
To make it easier on them, you gotta think about it. They're on camera. You don't have they might have a team of people that edit, that specifically edit. They got the camera people, they got the audio people, they got the people who run the social media stuff.
Yeah,
so it's
20 people is a lot, though. That's kind of y'all don't want to do nothing.
Well,
you just want to what? That's way too many people.
Somebody told me this. I forget who. He didn't tell me this specifically. I think it was Grant Cardone. There was a video, and it's a couple of his videos that stuck to my mind when I seen them, and this is one of them. He said when he became money, he was like certain things he didn't do anymore because he could save time. Hey,
Yeah, I can understand if you're doing several different things, but to have 20 employees on this one thing, like, is crazy to me. I can understand if he got like say he got real estate, he got somebody to handle. That's different. You know what I'm saying? But you got 20 employees for this, just this.
but
Why?
You think
but
about
I don't think it's just a YouTube. I think it's just a fresh and fit
The brand thing,
like the whole brand.
Oh
Yeah,
well,
'cause
shit,
they-
he can't put that on. He can't put that on everybody. Then that's on nigga. They
No,
you
but
still eating.
So it goes back to what I was talking about with that TIP. Like they tease with the Fresh and Fit podcast. Everything builds off of that. So without the podcast, they're not reaching it. They're not reaching those audience, the target audiences that's going to give them those endorsements or brand
But
deals.
shit, can't they still go on YouTube, TikTok? I mean, all that shit.
You can, but it's like everybody had their own lane, and some people don't understand how to really use social media.
Oh, okay, I get it.
You see what I'm saying? That's what it is. And so they're chasing the opportunity to get back to a place where they can build from instead of starting from ground zero.
Right.
Because
okay.
TT, I don't know if they own TT, but if they did, it's very possible for them to do it. You just have to understand what you're doing and how you're doing it.
Yeah.
And it's not like Instagram used to be, how you just post
right
and hope and wish. What people don't know about that app is what you're saying in the video, the topic of your video, the text in your video, the text in the description, and the comments are all going to be filtered to the app. So if you type in how to get waves and you make wave tutorials, if your posts get enough interaction, you're going to move up the chain of the search. I'll give you an example what I mean by that. I made 2 videos in 2021 that went viral. It's like moment I posted it, people still find that video coming to me today, telling me they found me off that video and they trust me about the situation more because of where I did things.
Right.
So it's very possible you can pick any one of these social media apps and build off of. But I think for them, the quickest route to the bag, Rumble. That's what I see here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where they going. That's where they going. I don't know about that Rumble shit.
Rumble got its moments, but
I don't think Rumble. If Rumble lasts long, I'll be shocked. Telling you. Just because when you start attaching certain people to your shit, like it start getting shaky. Like you start. What's the dude that almost got Just Pearly Things canceled? What's that little white dude, man?
Oh, the Hispanic nigga.
The little Hispanic. What's his name?
I don't even know. I never knew.
I forgot his name, but him, like, it's certain people you start attaching to your shit. Is Alex Jones over there?
He's over there.
Yeah, nigga. Nigga, certain niggas,
he's over
dog,
there.
you don't even want to be nowhere near them niggas. You feel what I'm saying? Like certain people, like everything they touch crumble. Like it go up, though.
True,
you're gonna get popular when it crash, though. It'd be like.
But here's the thing: Rumble is Rumble today. It'll be something else tomorrow.
Facts. Somebody else will buy it. It'll be something else.
Hell, if I had the right people behind me, I got a couple ideas for apps, and I ain't gonna say it's gonna put people out of business, but it definitely could be a household name. And
I get what you're saying, because TikTok was something else.
For real.
TikTok was Musically.
Yeah, yep. My son used to have it, and he used to. It was just for kids and shit, singing over like. So they used to be doing sing-alongs up there and shit. Like my son had. That's how I found out about it. Like my son used to have it Musically, yeah.
I didn't mess with Musically. I wasn't into social media like that. Like I was into streaming, but I wasn't like put like this. This how messed up my understanding of social media. When I decided to download Vine, it was the day that it was no longer in existence.
Oh, Vine was huge when it was.
Like I used to watch Vines. But when I decided to actually start making Vines, I'm like, I could do this. because I finally got the confidence after watching a few people like, if they could do this, I could do this type shit. The day I downloaded it was the day it was no longer in existence no more.
Yeah, TikTok is just Vine on steroids.
Yeah, but Musically was the music version of Vine. Mm-hmm. You put short clips of singing, so that was they was competing with. But when they rebranded with TikTok, people like they walked to it because it was different. They were used to it because they were used to making accounts, putting profile pictures, and posting. Mm-hmm. But people start blowing up overnight. And how I found out about it, it was this chick I was courting, and she had over I want to say 400,000 followers, and we was on this app that I met Juju on. Mm-hmm. And she always used to tell me, she's like, I think you'd be great at this. And I'm like, man, stop lying to me. Like, why are you lying to me? I don't see it. And for a year, I just had the account I just watched. So for the whole 2019, I just studied. Mm-hmm. It was 2 days before New Year's 2020. I hopped on TT and I ended up scrolling and I seen this dude talking about basketball. And the way he was talking about it so passionately, I was like, wait, people do that on here? And I told him, I'm like, bro, you just inspired me to start doing this. He said, go make your first post. I made my first post. It was about, if I'm not mistaken, it was about the best top 5 international players of all time. And when I did that, I realized I made a mistake because I put Tim Duncan in there and I went to go redo it. And then when I did it, I started getting a following and I started noticing the following I got was nothing but teenagers. So I'm like, okay, if the teenagers following me, I got to influence them with my understanding because all they know is Steph Curry and LeBron. They don't know about Terrell Brandon. They don't know about Mike Bibby. They don't know about Stephon Marbury. They don't know about my era of guards.
Steve Francis and them niggas.
Bros, we could get busy with that. You feel me? So when I start doing that and I start then I realized I got out of that because I realized I start pushing the narrative because I started seeing that they were pushing dirt on Kobe's name to boost everybody else. Mm-hmm. And I was like, nah, Kobe the GOAT. And I have my reasons why I believe that wholeheartedly, like no joking shit. I have a reason behind that. But I understand why they feel like Mike the GOAT, LeBron, or whoever, even Kareem. Everybody had a case. But I just didn't like the politics. That's why I got out of it and went the other way. But TT's a great way to build. But people don't understand how to do so.
Yeah, because it's new. It's fairly new, though, too.
Yeah.
But even to keep it honest with you, YouTube is fairly new in the grand gist of things. Like, came out, 2005?
It was early 2000s. You feel me? But
like
it was
2005.
Yeah, it was only long form content though. It wasn't wasn't like it is. And so just like everything else, if you don't adapt, you die.
Yeah, it evolves. You
have to evolve.
Because YouTube, one thing with YouTube though, they got long. It's weird because it has a long. Because most people that stream, if you notice, the streamers on YouTube, they be streaming for long as hell.
For real.
Like some of them niggas be up there streaming. It'd be like 4 or 5 hours. Most of the streamers, see, that's the thing with YouTube. Why YouTube is so special because they got the shorts. You got the regular videos for like the mid-form niggas. Then you got the niggas that like the long-form shit, like the podcast, because the podcast niggas is more the long-form niggas. People that like the older crowd, like our age group niggas, they really like, we like the longer, even though we like the short form shit too, we still like the long form shit too.
I like long form, like I want to be able to do the dishes, listen to something. I want to be able to be vacuuming and doing like stuff around the house and be listening to something.
Facts.
That's just me. But what YouTube did, or something else I just thought about, when people going live for that long, they actually monetize in multiple ways.
Hell yeah.
Super chats, right? But then YouTube, when you're live, it's pushing
watch time.
It's pushing your content across all your stuff. So your shorts, your long form, anything that's affiliated to you is just pushing it. Mm-hmm. And so, hell, if I ain't got nothing to do for 16 hours, we gonna sit here and play. We gonna sit up here and play a game. We gonna sit up here and watch. Yeah. Do some content on the live streams.
Yeah. Yeah, but most streamers just streaming is long. Most of them niggas be streaming for like an hour is short. For real, like
Bro.
most of them niggas be even if, like the platforms like these, like that, where niggas just be talking. Them niggas be up there like 6 hours for real. Go watch
Bro,
some
look,
of them
Yeah,
shits.
you
Like,
ain't lying.
now look, now
man.
let me tell you about me in the streaming world, right?
Mm-hmm.
When I found out I wanted to be one of the best streamers on the app that we came from,
Mm-hmm.
I made it a thing because I was suffering from a real bad case of anxiety and depression and PTSD, mixed all that in a cup, and that's what I was. So I knew that I couldn't stream in the morning because my mind just wouldn't let me. But I knew at night I needed to do something.
Mm-hmm.
So I made it a thing. From 8 o'clock at night till 9:30 the next morning, I'm streaming.
Damn.
Because what I noticed was, if you want to be great at something, you have to have a plan.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the first time I'm ever talking about this. So I knew all the people that were prominent, they stopped streaming before 10. If I got on at 8 and I streamed till 10 and they got off, there's a great chance that the people that got kicked off their live, when they ended, would end up in my shit.
Right. That's smart.
So I noticed that mostly women found me because of my beard and my locks at the time. They were shorter.
Mm-hmm.
And I always had food in my hand. I have a pizza, I have
Yeah.
a burrito, I have sushi. They always want, because I know women want anything in a man's hands. I just knew that. So when I had the women in my live stream, the dudes would come and be like, who this ugly dude with the chicks in the live? I'm like, you must be doing something. You need to be doing what I'm doing to get them.
Mm-hmm.
And so I would literally stream for like 13 hours a day, every day. On a crazy days, I'm doing 16, 17. And that's when we was doing this thing called Shots for Diamonds. And let's just say in 2018, we was all alcoholics.
Sheesh.
So look,
I'm
I'm gonna talk about this real quick, Juju. So look, so on the app, there was this gifting system.
Mm-hmm.
And so you had your one you had the coin denomination, the gift denomination of 1, 5, 100, 1,000, 5,000, 10,000. At the time, I think the highest was 10,000, no 20,000, no 10,000. So there was a thing where I don't know who created it, but I know I took it and ran off with it. Where if somebody gifted 1,000 coin gift, and the specific one was a red sports car. It would come across the screen. It would skirt. It would do crazy shit across the screen, right? One of those, right, equaled a shot. So anybody at the time who was prominent in the streaming as a streamer or a person, I guess in the stream, would drop these sports cars on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
And then next thing you know, we taking shots, bro. And see me, I took it to another level because I would drink straight out the bottle. And I had a thing where the bottom of the bottle had to touch the ceiling.
Oh man.
And when I tell you, bro, the copious amounts of bread I made off the alcoholism, I'm not proud of it. I was just surprised I survived because the shit that we used to do.
These motherfuckers try to kill me in my stream. People that never spent no money, dropping
bro.
bags on me. I was like, yo, you want to see me die?
Look, this is one night. This is one night I'll never forget. It was a Friday night. I got the house to myself. I'm chilling. I go get the because at the time I was drinking Bumpy at Seagram's.
Mm-hmm.
And so I get out, I set the stream in the kitchen, I set it up and nobody's in there. So I go to the freezer real quick to get the bottle and I come back. It was one person in my live stream, it was a young lady. She say, hey, you doing Shots with Diamonds tonight? I said, yeah. She sent 10 of them mugs back to back. She said, get the drinking, bitch. I'm like, oh, this is the type of night we gonna have?
Man.
So 10 shots out the night, not 10 straight shots, but 10 shots out the gate. The next thing you know, people just start throwing it just for the fuck of it. Bro, it was easy. Like if you was making bread at this time, it was easy to make 2 bands to 5 bands a night off a half a bottle to a bottle of alcohol a night. And so when I tell you those were the crazy days,
Man,
we know about streaming them long hours doing crazy shit on the stream.
hell yeah. Only thing you can't do that shit on YouTube though.
Oh hell no. You can't do that nowhere else.
Yeah, yeah, true. Yeah, even
Nowhere
on,
else. You
on
can't.
Twitch either. Like you can't do
You
no
can't do
shit
it on
like
Twitch.
that.
You can't do that on even on it's another app that I was on for a while, where when I wanted to smoke my vape or something else, I had to do it off camera. And even when me doing it off camera, they told me I couldn't do it because they didn't know what I was doing.
See, on YouTube, I looked at the rules. You could smoke. People don't. You just can't advertise it.
Yeah.
You could smoke weed. They don't give a fuck if you smoke. It's not about you smoking. You could drink too. You just can't. You can't be up here like, yo, I got Hennessy. You can't do that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You can't advertise it.
You could drink though. Yeah, I was reading over the rules, like, and I was fine combing them shits. I was like, oh, okay, I get it now. You could smoke just like you could smoke without getting what they put you with. You gotta hit the age restricted.
Yeah.
Only way they age restrict you if you doing like a weed review. Like if you got like, yo, I got this Kush right here, I'm smoking. If you do it like that, then they gonna probably age restrict you. But you could smoke. You can smoke all day if you want. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what you smoking for real. It can be a cigarette. But you can't even advertise cigarettes up here. I seen that too. You got cigarettes, you can't be like, yo, I'm gonna do a review on these Newport cigarettes. They gonna age restrict you then too. No alcohol, no cigarettes, none of that shit. You can't promote none of that shit up here.
For real.
You could do it though. Like, you know what I'm saying? You could get drunk up here, all that shit. You just can't advertise.
Like I'll do it with quickness. Like I get blitzed.
Yeah, you can do that shit. That's how Drink Champ survived.
For real, yo, I didn't even connect.
I didn't think about that.
Think about them niggas up there smoking and drinking. He ain't up there talking about they doing no alcohol reviews and they, you know what I'm saying? None of that shit.
I never thought about that.
I was reading through if you read through the reviews, because it ain't like you need a lawyer to read that shit. You read that shit, you can understand that shit. It's basic, like, you know what I'm saying? Stay away from them alphabet people. Basically tell you that. Like, you watch what you say about them niggas. Anything unfavorably about them, you getting canceled. Like, and that's probably what it was with Myron. You connect yourself to Sneeko. I bet you it got something to do.
Yeah, Sneeko's bad.
Sneeko be wilding.
Yeah.
Because he's a kid.
Yeah.
And then he started attaching himself to some certain white supremacists too. Like,
hell no. To the no.
Yeah, certain of them dudes you get caught with them dudes, you be like Richard Spencer. What's that other dude name? I don't know that other dude. I forgot that dude name. He got a Spanish last name, but he looked white. But him, like, you get caught around him. He almost got pearly things. Poor little white girl. He almost got her camp behind that shit.
Oh man.
Yo, even what's the name? The music. What's the tutorial and the reviews?
Mediocre tutorials and reviews.
Yeah, he even had to separate himself from just pearly things because of the bullshit.
Yeah. What is that fool? I don't know why I can't remember his name, but yeah. Yep. Everybody started separating herself from that girl because of that. Like,
yeah.
This dude is weird. Like, first he got weird. Like, he thinks that white people is naturally like born smarter than everybody.
Yeah.
He's weird. He already got banned off of YouTube. He ain't even really supposed to be up here. He can't get a YouTube channel if he wanted to. They'd cancel it immediately. He's not even supposed to be up here. What's the name too? I ain't know what's the name got kicked off the off YouTube too. Tommy Sotomayor.
No, I didn't. Yeah.
You know who that is?
No.
You know who that is?
No. Sotomayor.
Yeah, Tommy Sotomayor, the black dude.
Is he related to the Sotomayor chick that was a Supreme Court justice?
I doubt it. Is she black?
Nah, she
This
Latino.
dude darker than you.
What?
Yeah, he's black. This dude black.
Yo, I might do some research.
Yeah, Tommy Sotomayor. You go look up Tommy Sotomayor. You pull him up. You gonna see all kind of shit about him. Like, he's another one guy. He was on Fresh and Fit too. They start having all them people that got deplatformed off of YouTube up there too. It could be a bunch of shit they could go at them for. I'm telling you, like if they want to get petty, they could. It's a bunch of shit they was doing that they could get them for. Like,
Oh wow.
Sneeko was living up there after he got deplatformed off YouTube. He was up there damn near every show after that shit. Then you had Andrew Tate after he got deplatformed off YouTube. He was over there all the time. Even though Andrew Tate ain't really do shit for real.
He didn't, but
Man, he ain't really do shit. Right.
That's I'm gonna go and say this for everybody here, and I hope it pisses somebody off. Andrew Tate, my nigga.
Yeah, I fuck with Andrew Tate. I ain't got nothing against. I fuck with Andrew
I
Tate.
have nothing against that. Look, that man is phenomenal.
Yeah, I fuck with Andrew Tate. All right. Until I see something that I say that he did something, he ain't do nothing.
Yo, even things I hear people talk about that they're trying to justify, it still ain't enough. It's not enough.
He didn't do nothing. Every time you ask, what did he do? Like you be like, cause you don't like the way he think. Who gives a fuck? Like, what?
But the one thing I respect about him, I could say so much, right? But there's one thing, how when he came back home after doing all that time, it only made him more cordial, more diabolical, and smarter. Because now he don't give them the same energy that put him in there. He talks to them how they talk to everybody else, and they don't like it.
Yeah, he got smarter.
That dude.
He got smarter.
That man's amazing.
He didn't come out ranting and raving and all that. He just kept it cool, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I fuck with Andrew Tate. You know what I'm saying? Until I see something that make me not fuck with him, I fuck with
him. Same.
They dropped all them charges out of nowhere. Nobody talking about it no more.
They couldn't. You know the one charge that they wanted to put on him was the fact that he was trafficking women. I think that's what it was. Either trafficking or doing the R word. And Trisha came out and said no. Andrew came out and said that's not the case. The women came on social media and said that's not the case. The women came on and said actually they treat them like gentlemen. They was gentlemen with the women. It just didn't work out. Now they just good friends. All the ones I seen said it. So which one? Like, I don't know. It was
weird.
He was targeted because he said something to the wrong person on Twitter. That's what it was.
And them girls tried to get him. Them two girls that lied on him. That they found out they was lying. He got caught all in text message, all kind of shit. Like, so it's like, what are we doing here? Like, you know what I'm saying? He ain't do nothing.
Nothing.
You could not like how he think. That's on you, but that nigga ain't do shit. He shouldn't have been in jail for it. He ain't do shit.
Right.
So that is what that is. But I think it's with Fresh and Fit. I bet you it's gonna be a plethora of things that they got him for. You can't keep pushing the line. It's free speech in America and all that, but you on somebody else shit, like somebody else's platform.
Hey, I hope this reach him. I hope somebody that's listening to this podcast like take this bit and send it to a Fresh and Fit because it might help him.
Mm-hmm.
Man, you already got screwed over there on YouTube. Might as well just go put your shit on P-Hub.
Yeah. Facts.
Hey, look.
Facts, and start having them chicks pull their titties out and all that shit. Just wild out.
Not
and
even
then
that,
you want to you can let them fight and all that shit. You want to go. You want to wild out.
He don't. But that's the thing. He don't even have to do that. Like he could just put his content up there as is, and people he gonna get his cut. They gonna get their cut. You feel me? That's not gonna be a good look for like brand deals, but it's if you just trying to get the bread, like Fresh and Fit.
I think it's that's the thing. Myron, one thing with Myron, since he was a federal officer, I don't think he trying to. You feel what I'm saying? Because they could really, if they really wanted to go cruddy, they could go on OnlyFans too.
Oh, definitely.
You feel what I'm saying? Just rebrand this shit and start having bitches stripping up. You can have the same topics and all that with bitches with their titties out because it's just all them chicks are strippers and all that, just paying the clothes.
True.
You know what I'm saying? If they really want to go cruddy, they can go cruddy with it. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I think Myron is more on the like, and then I think Fresh is more the marketing one too. I think they trying to keep their brand somewhat like presentable. Then you gotta remember Myron is Muslim too, so all that shit is haram. Like, you feel what I'm saying?
Haram.
Yeah, all that shit is haram.
Well, I take what I said back. I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's Muslim. Yeah, he said he's not a good Muslim, but still in all, he's a lot of the image. Yeah, the way he carries this, a lot of his image got the way he was born Muslim too. Like, you know what I'm saying? His parents. You know what I'm saying?
I know that.
Yeah, so a lot of that shit, he probably not gonna attach himself to a lot of that shit. You know what I'm saying? I think he's trying to keep it at least a little bit somewhat uncruddy. Like Adam 22 is one that's probably gonna end up over there. Like, just totally.
Yeah.
When it's all said and done, he's just gonna end up a white boy doing porn.
Doing wild shit.
Yeah, doing wild shit. If he don't OD in the process, because I don't care what nobody say. Adam 22 is on drugs. I'm gonna be he's on Adderall. I know exactly what it is. It's Adderall.
I can't even argue about that. Yeah,
he's on Adderall. He's on Adderall. I know exactly. I'm diagnosing it now. I'm saying he's on Adderall. That's why if you watch him since AD and all of them left, you've been seeing him all his interviews and shit. He be having them black sunglasses.
You right. So
that nigga be high. Nigga's on drugs. He be working out and all that, still going to the gym, thinking that you still on drugs though.
I don't know how I could live with myself if another man said that he hit my wife with all his best moves. I don't know.
And then you get to watch it, right?
I don't know.
Then you get to watch it and you see another man nut in your wife. And then
no, but that's not the worst part.
And she eat it. She ate it after.
He said no. She said, "Give me." Oh man, no.
I think in a lot of this, this Adam 22 shit, a lot of it got to do with this too. Like, he trying to act like it ain't breaking him down. Fool, you ain't fooling me. You first of all, you rich. You rich. So when it comes to you being rich, the only thing you got over other rich niggas is your wife not being able to have niggas had touched her. That's all you got.
Yeah.
When they come to money, you're around other people with money. What else do you got? If everybody's slamming your wife, right? If me and you got the same amount of money, but my wife be in the house chilling, I'm better than you.
All right.
What are we doing here?
Yeah.
I'm winning. Like what Charlie Sheen said, I'm winning. Right. So he can't fool me. I don't care what he say. That shit is effective. That's why ever since then he been bugging. You're talking greasy to AD and them niggas. Them niggas are gang members in LA. One thing with them LA niggas, you gotta know. It's always one of them niggas that's stupid and don't care about going to jail.
Nah, I take it. Look,
they gonna take it all the way there. Like, yeah, like.
Nah. They go from being cordial like this to where you from.
Exactly.
Like, where your grandma stay. Like what you doing all that on. Like, exactly. They get active quick. Like, and I'm so far removed from it that I haven't been to LA in years, bro. But I lived it. I grew up in that to the point where I find myself even today during the conversation that energy came out. Do I live with the energy? No. But I know how to tap into that shit.
But it's
so
there,
with them,
yeah, that shit is there. Like.
the people you see on that screen, them gangsters, they are classy gangsters. They know how to present themselves in public. They know how to talk. They know how to present themselves and still
It's
be
not
gangster.
them. It's not them you gotta worry about though. It's the
It's
nigga
not
that's
them.
it's the nigga that ain't on the screen, that ignorant nigga
Facts.
that's
Facts.
pressing everybody walking around his neighborhood. Dumb nigga. That's what I'm
Facts.
saying about Adam. You talking greasy. You in LA talking greasy to two different gang members. They got homie. You bugging. You bugging, nigga.
He gonna get I think if anything, he gonna get touched up.
Yeah, they ain't. I don't think they're gonna shoot him. They probably gonna beat him up. Like
beat him. They gonna touch him. They gonna definitely.
They gonna beat him. They don't want to shoot that. They know they ain't trying to shoot that unless he act like he want to pull a pole though.
Now I don't think he the type to try to pull a pole.
I do.
I don't think so because he the type to go back and talk on camera.
What you mean? What that mean? You ain't gonna talk after you get beat up?
He gonna get beat up and go straight to the camera with a black eye.
You think that's what he gonna do?
Yeah, because after every altercation, what do? He go back straight to the camera.
He don't really be getting touched up like how them niggas gonna touch him up. Like,
no.
Man, they beat on C-Mac for 60 seconds. That nigga come walk. That nigga 280 pounds, man. If them niggas catch him how they want to catch him, I'm talking about them ignorant niggas, not AD. Because remember, this is gonna be some nigga that ain't got no love for this nigga. So when they beat him, it's gonna be bad. Like, he gonna pull that pole. I'm calling he pull a pole. I'm telling you, he got to have security or somebody pulling a pole.
He better be ready to use that motherfucker.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I think that's why I think he gonna pull a pole because he talking greasy. I don't think he know he can't fight. He a nerd. You ever see old pictures of Adam 22 before he came to LA? He from like some small place in like Maine or New Hampshire, like some New Hampshire or something like that. Ain't even no civilization out there, man. Barely people out there. He's a super nerd. Like, he's a super nerd. He gonna pull that pole. A super nerd. You see old pictures of a super duper nerd. He gonna pull that pole. You see some big black dudes running at him wanting to put paws on him. He ain't trying to feel like he probably never been in a fight in his life. He from New Hampshire. He probably never been in a fight ever before. You know what I'm saying? Maine, New Hampshire, one of them shits. Vermont, one of them things up there. Like Vermont, I think it's New Hampshire though. I think it's New Hampshire. And then he moved to like some small place in Massachusetts. He from like small places. Probably never been in a scrap in his life. You see them gang members running at him 20, 30 deep. He gonna be paranoid. You know what I'm saying? Tell me this fool sleep, man. Look at this fool. Look at him. You see him?
KO.
Yeah. Lay down.
Like KO.
Oh yeah.
Laid all the way down. You were sipping?
Yeah, I've been sipping, but
see, that's how I go, man. You probably should wait when you start and then sip later. Because as soon as you start sipping, you be out of there.
Yo, I'm done. I'm not even sipping right now.
I could tell.
That's just saying, right?
He leaned all the way back. He was he was leaning like this, like.
Yo, and that's one of the things. Yo, I know y'all niggas he counted out. Y'all know I'm like done.
Yeah, I'm already knowing. I'm like, oh shit.
Hey, look.
I thought you was gone, and I had to look. I'm like, oh, he's leaning back, but
Nah.
Man,
I'm not leaning back yet. I'm not leaning back yet, but
in the stream, man.
Bloopers.
Yeah, super blooper.
Yo,
it's early as hell too. It's a 7:16 p.m.
Yo, that's what's fucked up.
That's
why I say I think I need to fucking lean off of the
It's too early when he started too early.
Yeah, I started too early.
So,
but yo, we can roll off.
Been an hour and a half. Cool.
Well,
Yeah, we can roll
then
off.
it could be eating for.
Go to sleep, niggas.
We didn't even get to the part where that nigga started crying and none of that shit.
Yo, this nigga really started crying?
Yeah, he started crying. He had to walk off the set. He had to like walk off the set and shit.
Yo, I want to see that. Hold on. I want to see that. Yo, this nigga really.
Pull it up. He started crying. Get to the part where he started crying. Pull it up.
Yo.
Mm-hmm. That's why I said you can't talk all that macho shit, son, and then be crying because you lost your job. It's okay. Get another job. And you still got followers. It ain't like it's over. Like, what you crying about?
Let me
blah blah blah. But if you can, right, subscribe on Rumble, guys. It's $5, man.
Yeah,
it's nothing.
Actually, Chris,
locals is $20.
Can show you guys as well.
Yeah, we'll show y'all how to do it. We'll show screen.
But to show even more, we're gonna be moving the studio.
Skip to the part where you see him leave
I wasn't even gonna tell you that. I was gonna surprise you guys. But yeah, guys, we man, we're gonna be all the way transparent.
Yeah. See, okay, someone already joined already. Sam World Z47. So that so you need to open up the Fresh and Fit Rumble account and then go to subscribe at the very bottom right. So the chat has to be open and the live chat as well.
You know what, man? I'm just gonna say it, guys. We're getting attacked on all angles. I've been like, whether it's the press writing articles on us, videos getting taken down that other channels are not getting taken down, and it's the same exact content or whatever it may be. Rumble getting hit, right, for free speech. Video like just get strikes, whatever it may be. Guys, it's got to the point now where even where we shoot the location doesn't want us to stay here.
Yeah,
it's coming.
I didn't want to fucking have to say that shit. I really didn't want to have to admit that. I wanted to just move the studio, surprise you guys. Yo, new studio. It's lit, right? But dude, there is a matrix, man. Like, I mean, we've talked about this with Andrew at length. Like, people don't want you guys to get this message, dude.
Even Rumble's under attack too,
bro.
For everybody.
Yeah, they're trying to shut Rumble down.
I think at some point there was free speech where it was like, okay, you know what? Say what you got to say. We're gonna crucify you. But nowadays, free speech is kind of like, is it even a thing? I mean, not really.
And and I've already put a considerable amount of my money into the new studio for you guys. I already put it in. I'm like all in, you know what I mean? And it's okay. I'm never gonna say, well, I'm doing this, blah blah blah, and I hate doing this. I love doing this. I'd be lying to you guys if I didn't say I didn't love doing this. I left a job that I truly loved to do this, right? Because I shouldn't be admitting this, but saving children, right? That was great, but saving you guys is better.
Nigga turned full blown Karen. Nigga. If you look at Fresh, want to laugh. Look at that nigga. He want to laugh.
Yeah, man. This is tough, bro.
He want to laugh, nigga.
Put our legs into this, you know. We didn't miss a day, honestly. It's tough. We gave up so much to give you guys value. So, yep.
Sometimes.
Is this recent?
Yeah.
But yeah, Chris, how you feeling, bro?
I mean, it's tough, guys. Because at the end of the day, you guys have been with us from the beginning, from the start. The Merch Gang, the chat, the mods. You guys know the work we put in, the effort, the hours. You guys see me, me, Myron, and Fresh Mo putting in work. Shout out to the mods. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to people that actually tune in every day. I see you guys, and it's just one of those things, man. We put in, the energy, time, effort, blood, sweat, and tears. You guys saw our journey from the start to finish. When we first broke 100 live viewers on stream, I saw remember the day and I was like, "Yo, we got 100 live viewers. This is lit." I saw the post and I still remember the day, the feeling, and it's just tough. That's why I continue to work my ass off on getting high quality girls on the show. Even though some days I don't feel like dealing with these 304s, I still do it. I get upset when we don't have shows. We have to cancel shows because I know you guys look forward to, hey, Chris, I'm driving home from work. I can't wait to see after hours. As soon as I cancel after hours, you guys are like, yo, what's going on? So I get that, what the show means to a lot of you guys. And yeah, I mean,
and not only that, but like, imagine giving up your entire life to support people that you care about, even at the detriment of you losing your job, you having social life, you actually being present at vacations or outside environments. And you say, you know what? Nah, screw all that. We care about you guys over our feelings, how we feel at the moment, and we won't miss a show for you guys. Look at Myron, bro. Like Myron, I mean, shit. I put in work, but Myron goes extra mile just to give you guys like a piece of his soul, bro. Like this guy, like legit, dedicated his life, left his career to be with you guys. And for anyone saying that this is fake,
He got up again.
Not fake at all. This is genuine. How we feel, generally how we feel about what's happening, and like all the work that we put into this. It's been like 3 years, and it's not easy because we gave up a lot, and we made a lot of impact too as well to people, but it came at a cost. And
you don't gotta play this whole shit. I don't want to get demonetized because
what we gave up. Keep doing this.
See where that nigga came off yelling. It's a bunch of same shit, different day. Yeah, I'm just like, nigga, UPI, man, y'all better work it out with YouTube, man. And like I said, man, I probably would feel bad for them if they wasn't doing the same shit last year around the same time they were doing the same shit that so it's like, nigga, that's how the world of energy works. You get what you throw out there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just last year, you was flagging people channels. Fresh and Fit. Mad people channels. Just last year.
They was doing that?
They flagged Aber and Preach.
Yeah.
What's Playback? Poor Man's Podcast. It was mad people because the crazy shit was the lead attorney. It was mad because they had a whole forum. It was like one of them went live and they all started coming up saying, yo, these niggas flagged me too. They started flagging. People was getting letters from lawyers, all that crazy shit. They was trying to get people channel to. So it's like, I would feel bad for you, but it's like, nigga, that's how shit go. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how shit going. Like, that's how shit go for real. Like,
For real.
That's crazy.
I never try to take nobody's channel. Like, the fuck. Even if somebody's stealing little pieces of your content and making other content out of it, right? And your views ain't going down because of it, why do you care?
True.
That shit ain't even
like even with Fresh and Fed, they went on Tim Pool's shit and they told Tim Pool's like, yo, my guy, you can't just
copyright people shit. They was fair use. Yeah, I seen that shit. It's telling them fair use. And they were still trying to argue it. They said YouTube gave them a warning and said, y'all better take all them strikes back because the shit is fair use. They almost lost their channel behind that. This is what I'm saying. I can't feel sorry. They gave y'all mad chances, nigga. Now you coming with this conspiracy matrix talk. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. Nigga, you pushed the envelope. You know you was pushing the envelope. You got caught with your hand in the cookie jar. Go to jail, lay down, do your time.
Facts.
Now you want to cry and talk this conspiracy bullshit. The Matrix. like people care about you with a bunch of bimbos in a room talking about a bunch of nothing. You ain't changing the world, nigga. You is not changing the world, nigga.
Yo.
The niggas with the most money and is always gonna get the most chicks. That's how it always been. It's always gonna be like that for the most part. Like, you know what I'm saying? You always gonna have niggas that don't got no money that's getting chicks too. But I'm saying generally as a whole, the niggas with the most money can have a pick of the litter. You know what I'm saying? He can go do what the fuck. That's how it always gonna be. That's just how it always is. That's how it's always gonna be. It is what it is. Like, you know what I'm
As a
saying?
person who had a little bit of money, and I know that's the case. As the person who didn't have money but knew how to, who always had the gift for gab, you just have to be a certain type of man to get that.
Yeah, but it ain't generally speaking, it ain't most niggas. If you take 10 niggas, you put them in a room, it might be one smooth nigga in the room. The rest of them niggas goofy. Niggas saying the same shit.
Yeah.
Bunch of niggas saying the same shit.
Right? Facts.
You got a man, I can't be your friend. I've never used that line a day in my life.
I used to when I was a simp. I ain't gonna lie.
I never used that line because it don't work.
When I became a demon, bro, I realized something. It don't every interaction was an interview, and it was a 15-second interview, and that's in my mind. What I used to say, I used to compliment them like, hey love, you caught my attention from a distance. I think you look amazing or beautiful, whatever the case I would say, whatever I feel like saying. The next thing I would say is, would your man be mad if I put my number in your phone? Mm-hmm. And the answers I got after sometimes the craziest responses. Some would tell me, that's okay. I'm like, no, it's all good. I don't break up happy homes. That was my rebuttal. And I would do the OJ. I got more laid off the I don't break happy homes than I did with the first one. And so that was my way of doing things. Like, you might be a little bit smoother. You might just hit it with the one line too. Like,
I just think it's about different. If you come at them with something they never heard, it'll always catch them. You know what I'm saying? But if you be one of them, what I call them, like a bot. Yeah, most of these niggas is like a bot. Like, they use the same line, they say the same shit. You know what I'm saying? Like a bot, nigga. That's how that shit goes. Saying most niggas is like bots.
For real.
You know what I'm saying? So you gotta, that's why chicks be aggravated with by the time you see them 1,000 niggas and said the same shit to them. So I be understanding why chicks be walking around here mad. I get it.
Hey, I gotta shout out the homie Mike, right? I remember when he first said this in the live stream back when we used to stream on that one app. He used to go in people live and say, and women live, and he would say, hey, who big head daughter is this?
Just diss him right over.
Hey, yo, it would get their attention. They want to know who that was. They want to know who about this dude. They wanted to be angry, but they couldn't. They wanted to be sad, but they wanted to flirt. They didn't know what the fuck was going on.
Yo, that for real. Yo, fist in the air.
Hey, love, facts.
Fist in the air for bro Mike.
Facts. For Mike.
Facts. That's a big fact.
Mike.
Man. Yeah, and the
last
stream,
bit of
bro.
consciousness. Yeah. The last bit of consciousness. We got that. Yo, we gonna rock this shit. Hold up. Let me close this shit down.
It almost been 2 hours. We did good.
Yeah, we did good. We did the we did it. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're rolling to this live stream and this is your first time, make sure you're smashing that follow button and the favorite button on all these individuals here. Your eyes are hit. Flutter. Yeah, I probably was in that situation. Yo, oh shit, I got shit in the background that I need to fucking watch. But yo, listen, all y'all motherfuckers, If you haven't already done so, make sure your ass is smashing and following the favorite button on all the individuals that we've been talking to this evening.
Yes,
But one thing I got to do is let motherfuckers know there is the individual that should not be mentioned. No, I'm dumb. I'm just bullshitting. Ain't
Man,
nobody.
the street, man.
Yeah. Yo, love you all. You love you niggas. Just make
Peace
sure.
out, man.
peace.
Much love. Yo, I love y'all niggas. We'll talk to y'all niggas later.
Peace.
Later.
Word.
Crazy as shit.